Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Football Watch 90. Now, today we're going to be talking about jerseys. I really wanted to touch this subject for a while already, but I haven't been able to do so. And actually, I'm able to do so today. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. What's the good, the bad, and the ugly from all of these three big brands: PUMA, ADIDAS, and Nike. So I just wanted to touch this really quickly. I noticed that this is the Chivas of Guadalajara top end jersey. Basically, this is a away jersey from a couple years ago. And now the only thing that is similar to the other top end jerseys from other teams in other countries, like this is in Mexico. The only thing that it's consistent in the sense of quality between this jersey and the ones from Germany, like Dortmund, right, is the badge. Now, what am I referring to is that the badge is not embroidered. The badge is sort of like ironed into the material, and that's how it's stuck. Other than that, the materials on this is very, I don't know how to say, but very cheap in a sense for a top end, especially for one of the biggest clubs in Mexico. And just to kind of give you an example, this is the not top end or authentic jersey, but a replica. And I don't mean replica by that it's fake, but they call this a replica and then authentic. Authentic is exactly what the players are going to be wearing on the field, and the replica is just a cheaper variation of it. And they do embroider, or they use embroider badges for those jerseys. Even the logo, the company logo, is embroidered. But the material on this jersey, there's no patterns, nothing really sophisticated going on with this material. The fabric is the same as this, or at least I perceive it to be the same. You know, maybe the quality is a little bit better, but honestly, I don't think there's a big difference between the fabric on this and then this one. And the only difference is that the badge is not embroidered, and this one is. Especially, look, this is Nike. This is their replica of the Barcelona for 2 years ago, and again, like I said, it's embroidered, but everything's embroidered, even this. So apart from that, it does feel like if you're buying a top-end jersey in South America, perhaps maybe from PUMA only, but I don't know, they do use cheaper material, and I guess that's because of the buying power that they do have in that country. And it does make a difference in how those companies basically are trying to make sales in those countries, because it's gonna be, you can't ask a fan to pay as much as they're gonna pay in Germany as in Mexico, and it's just fact of the world. Anyways, moving on, let's talk about PUMA. So since we're in the topic of PUMA, this is Dortmund's jersey for this year, 24-25. And I really love this jersey. It's pretty cool. I like the color, the material. Now, one of the things I do like about PUMA is the quality of the material. As you can see, this is very high-tech feeling. And something that they did improve, or sometimes they improve in certain jerseys and others they don't, is that this fabric stretches. So it makes it easy to take it off, especially once you're sweating. You can actually stretch the jersey, which didn't seem like it's gonna be a problem until you have a jersey like this one. This is AC Milan's jersey from 2 years ago, and similar material, as you can see once the camera focuses. You see it's the same kind of diamond pattern on the jersey. However, for some reason, this back area, this one, does not stretch, and it's all the same. You can see the diamonds, and see the diamonds here. Come on, right? You see that? But for some reason, this jersey does not stretch when I'm trying to take it off, and it makes it really difficult to take off. So that's one of the bad things, especially in this model. There are other models that do stretch, but for some reason, this model with this particular color does not stretch very well. And not only was that a problem, but look at this. So PUMA tries to go high tech by not sewing some of the parts in these jerseys, and you start to have this problem where the material that's gluing, basically whatever things they use to glue these jerseys, the seams together, they come off little by little. So to show you that this is not just one jersey in particular, perhaps this one was like around the same time the same jersey came out, the Milan one. And here you can see, no problem. You can kind of see it a little bit, but no problem. And you see it's the same material, right? Diamonds and everything. But look at this side. You see the glue that they put this, they use to attach these seams together. It's coming off. And it's problematic for a jersey that's supposed to be, in my opinion, I think these jerseys are supposed to be durable because these are what professional players use. But, you know, they're getting pulled to the floor, they're sweating, etc. But for some reason, the quality was pretty bad. And just like I said with the AC Milan, when you try to take it off, it doesn't stretch. This one actually does stretch. So it's not like they didn't have that kind of material during that year, but this jersey does stretch, and then the AC Milan one doesn't. Again, this is the authentic version, so the badge for the Italian team is actually really, really thin on the PUMA. That's something that I really like because it makes the shirt feel really light. It's so light to the point that some players didn't like it, and when you do sweat on these ones, it feels like you're wearing a paper bag, the way it attaches to your body, the way it just kind of sticks to it. And here goes another example of a jersey that I bought from PUMA. I loved wearing, but look at this. What in the world is this? You know, and the thing is that I do wash my jerseys by hand with cold water. I don't like them soaked for too long. But this is a huge problem because I wore this about 3 times before this started to happen. And this started happening on this side too. I did tell the store from where I bought this jersey about it, and they told me that I should bring the jersey and they will try to get in contact with the manufacturer because this might be like a one-off problem. But honestly, from my experience, it has not been a one-off problem because look, again, I wore this for like 3 times, and this side is, you can see that it's peeling off a little bit here. But look at this side. Look, that's terrible. And you can tell that it's a high-end model or the authentic because of the pattern, the diamond pattern you see on the jersey. And again, look, you see it's a really thin crest. I really do like this. So I don't know why at PUMA had ran with this kind of idea of gluing the seams together. And you might think that, oh, well, why they cannot sew them because sew the parts together because the material might break, but they do sew them in other parts. And I was really upset about this until I really decided maybe I shouldn't buy any more PUMA products. But look, this is 2024-25 season jersey for AC Milan. Now there are differences in the crest, like this. It's more pronounced, so this is like not thin anymore. It's actually a thicker plastic material they use for the crest. You can see from the glossiness that it does have some sort of I don't know what you call it, but you see it sticks out a bit, right? It's not flat. There's some 3 dimension to it. So that's pretty cool. And look, they fixed the problem. They stopped gluing the seams together. So honestly, I don't know why PUMA decided to do that in the previous jerseys and never fixed it or try to fix it. And also this material stretches, and look at the diamond pattern. So they definitely fixed the product. And honestly, this is one of my favorite jerseys. Not in particular the AC Milan jersey, but I'm talking about overall. I really like the product that PUMA is able to create with these jerseys. I like this material. I wouldn't say it's the most breathable, because I don't think it is. There are no perforations on this, only on this side, which is pretty cool, I think. And this one actually I got it for the Champions League with the badge, so it's pretty cool. Never owned a jersey, an authentic with the Champions League badge, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, I really like this jersey, and I like what Puma is able to bring to the table, except for what they did with the Chivas jersey. But other than that, honestly, I love wearing Puma jerseys because how light they feel. You sweat, but basically it dries out really quick, unless you start sweating a lot, and then it feels like you have a grocery bag stuck on your torso, and it's not good. And I think that was like a big topic in footy headlines of players complaining about how this material is sticking to your body a lot. But yeah, let's get rid of this. Now, Adidas, here's a Germany away jersey for, what was it, the Euros? No, the World Cup. Either way, I don't care. Just giving you an example, this was last year. And something I did like about Adidas is the details they add to the material here. Right, this little pattern, you can see it. It kind of gives a better, the decoration, right? It feels like it decorates the shirt a little bit more. It's not plain. You see the same pattern here. The Y3 collaboration with Real Madrid is the only reason I really bought this, because I thought it was a cool jersey. And the badge, it has a little bit of a 3D effect. It's not super crazy. It's cool because it kind of makes it look like it's embroidered, but it's not embroidered. And same here. All right. Overall, I didn't have any problem with the jerseys Adidas was making. I think it's pretty standard in a sense for a jersey like this. Their jersey, very cool. So honestly, I think this was a very cool collaboration with Y3 for Real Madrid. That's why I have 3 of them. This year, this is what Adidas gave us. This is the authentic Mexico away jersey. As you can see, the badge, it's thin. There is some patterns to it, but it's thin. Again, the logo, Adidas logo, is also thin. The stripes, kind of same material, right? I don't know why they added this, but this is very standard, but I don't think you can see it very well. Like, I know it's busy because of the pattern that was printed on the jersey here, but let me show you this. Y3 Japan. It's a cool jersey, but look how plain this is. They didn't bother to do any crazy pattern on the fabric. It's just plain. So it's just like this. Very similar material in some ways. Very similar. This material is a bit lighter in a sense. It does feel like it's, if you put your hand, it feels like it's a bit more breathable. I don't think you can see my hand through, but let me show you an example now. So they were able to make patterns on the German jersey. Pretty sick jersey. But they were able to make a pattern on the fabric for the Germany jersey. And you can see my finger there. I'm not sure if you can see this transparent, but pretty much is. This is how light this fabric is compared to something like this. However, on this jersey, I think it makes it feel cheap. And it's just my opinion. If you compare it to this, like the fact that they added some sort of pattern to it, I think it makes it feel a little bit more like upscale, if that makes any sense, right? Look, again, they make the badge look like it's embroidered. But why did Adidas do that? Why did they take away patterns on the authentic jerseys? Not sure. And one of the things that I don't like is that I feel like these jerseys from the previous years felt a bit more rugged in some sense, like more durable. But then Adidas decided to make it a bit thinner this year. They took away the patterns, right? Unlike on this one, but they just feel so thin and really fragile. And I know that you've seen some pictures of players with broken jerseys around here. I don't know, I forgot, I'll put some pictures up. But I don't know why Adidas kind of decided to go the direction they went with the authentic jerseys, because I felt that this was good thickness to it, and it didn't feel cheap. Plus they had some pattern on the fabric, and then they decided to do this, make it thinner and remove patterns on authentic jerseys, which make no sense to me. So honestly, it's like, I feel that Adidas has a good product, but they kind of dropped the ball when it comes to the fabric. So there's nothing really wrong with the Adidas jerseys, but I wish they would kind of go back to what they were doing a previous year ago. So if I had to put the jerseys Adidas is making compared to the jerseys Puma is making, especially this year for 2024-2025 season, I would definitely go with the Pumas. I think they do a better product. The jerseys feel a lot better on you compared to this. And it's also like weird the way that they fit, because the Adidas jerseys feel like they fit more tight to your body compared to the Puma. They fit more like a real shirt. And what I mean by that is that it doesn't feel like it's really tight on your body. So even the sleeves, they have more room on the sleeves for your arms. So if you have big biceps like me, you know, it doesn't feel like you're trying to show off. It feels like you're just trying to be the chill guy, you know? Just a chill guy. I'm not trying to be here like Mr. Alpha Bam. Compared to this, you definitely feel like you're trying to show off that you have muscles and everything. And I don't know, I don't feel that that's the vibe I'm trying to give up as a football fan, especially if I'm spending money on an authentic jersey. Football players, we're not trying to be big buff guys, you know? And with this shirt, I definitely feel a lot more comfortable. It's really light, it's more, I don't want to say it's more breathable, but it's just more comfortable to wear on an everyday basis. So I think behind Puma is Adidas. Now moving on, finally I want to talk about this Nike. This is Barcelona's jersey from last year, 2023-2024. Definitely, I am a big fan of Nike products when it comes to jerseys, because I think they do a lot of things right. Now, this jersey feels a lot more durable because of the thickness of the material compared to Adidas. This one definitely feels like you can get pulled more and it's not gonna break. The thickness, I feel like it has a good balance of thickness. It's a bit heavy. It's the heaviest jersey between Adidas and Puma and Nike. This is definitely the most hefty one, but at the same time, you know, they are sewing their seams together, so you don't have problems with this breaking over time. You can wear it. I've worn this a lot of times and no problems with this whatsoever. And the badge, a bit thicker than the Adidas one. You can see kind of the thickness there. It's a little bit more thicker than the Adidas badges. Right, this looks really thin. And here you can see it. See that? It's a bit thicker, so that's cool. And nothing special with the badges, but it's just thicker. So it's interesting now that I'm actually looking closer at it. For 2024-25, the badges and the company logo on the Puma jerseys are the thickest, but the material is in some way the thinnest and just more comfortable on your skin. Adidas has the thinnest logos, crest, and the thinnest company logo, and it's the one that feels like the most fragile, and it's a bit thicker than the Puma, but it just feels like it breaks easier than the Nike. So overall, I think Nike has like the right balance of everything. However, there are some things that I don't like about the Nike jersey. I have a couple of authentic jerseys from Nike and I never had this issue. And what issue is that? It's the way that they fit on you. I'm gonna compare the Liverpool jersey, this white Barcelona jersey. There's something that has to be said, and I want to say it because for some reason I feel like the collar area for the Liverpool jersey fits a bit too roomy. It's too roomy on me, so it doesn't give the shirt a good fit for some reason. Then on the contrary, this white Barcelona jersey, it feels like it's trying to choke me. Like it's not as roomy. Like these are they're big contrast between these two jerseys from the same brand. Like every time I try to wear this jersey, like my Adam's apple is right here on the collar, and that minimal amount of pressure, as small as it may be, it really feels like I'm choking and I need to take the shirt off. And this is the authentic jersey. And then with this jersey, it feels like it's a little bit too big. So here's something about what the companies do a lot. You see, like they are similar, like maybe a year apart of when they were manufactured. But you see how this kind of pattern, the way they sew this shirt together, and this is kind of different. But for some reason, they make like a couple of different patterns, and I think this one was the worst. And I don't know why no one in the company, quality control or whatever, decided to say anything about this and say, you know what, let's not do this one. It's not comfortable. It may not be comfortable for the players and for the customers, consumers, clients, whatever, buyers. And I'm afraid that I'm never gonna wear this jersey unless I lose like 50 pounds and my neck becomes really skinny. That's not gonna be a problem. But I'm just like an average built person. I wouldn't say I'm skinny or I'm super buff or big, but for an average person, which is like maybe most of the people that are gonna be wearing this kind of stuff, this is kind of like a problematic thing in my opinion. And this one fits fine. So I mean, it's just something about Nike that every year the shirts seem to fit a little bit different. Sometimes they fit better, sometimes they fit worse. And I'm surprised by this whole thing, because overall, I feel like the best fitting shirt that I have from Nike is this PSG jersey and the Barcelona. And I really want to buy some more Nike jerseys, but just that concern about whether it's gonna fit me well or not, I think that's something that Nike kind of dropped the ball on. So, I don't know. I would have to just end this video really quick because I know I'm taking too long rambling about nonsense. But between these three companies, PUMA, ADIDAS, and Nike, honestly, I have to give the prize for the best jerseys to PUMA. I think PUMA, like I said, overall they fit a bit more loose on your body, but they still maintain some of that athletic fit. And the materials that they use, especially once they fix the problems with the seams on the 2024-2025 year, I think that's definitely like the best jersey produced by these big three in football. Second place, personally, I don't know, it's just my own personal opinion, but I will give it to Nike because I feel that they still give you enough room in your body as an average person to not feel like you're wearing a skin tight jersey compared to what Adidas is doing, because I definitely feel that the fit on the Adidas is a bit more snug, and if you are a bit skinnier, it's gonna be probably a good fit. But if you have some muscle to you, it's just gonna be a bit of a, I don't know how to say, but it's just not gonna be like the most comfortable to just wear every day. And maybe you'll feel self-conscious the way I do sometimes if you have a little belly. So that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think if you do buy these products, and what is your opinion. So that's all I had to say. I know it's a long video, but I appreciate that if you are interested in this kind of subjects, that you took your time to listen to me, and I just want to hear what you guys have to say. So without further ado, thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you on the next one. This is Football Watch 90.